In this episode, the bullpen was better, the offense comes alive, and the Dodgers pulled off their second straight sweep.
Stay right here.
Hey, welcome to Lad Talk. We're going to be discussing the Dodgers series with the Phillies and the upcoming series against who?
The Padres.
The Padres.
Well, Matt, could I get my broomstick out again?
You betcha.
3-game sweep, baby. That was a good series to watch. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Offense really came alive.
Yep.
The bullpen was really good again, and we got some pretty good starting pitching as well.
We did, and we had a MLB debut. And in all honesty, it wasn't that bad. There was an error behind him. We'll get into that, but I think Gavin's done pretty well.
Yeah,
Especially first time out.
We'll see how he bounces back.
And so, let's see.
So, let's get right into Monday's game.
Yeah.
Gonsolin going for the Dodgers, the cat man.
Glad he's back.
4 2/3 inning pitched, 5 hits, 3 earned runs.
Pretty good. That's solid. He kept the runs down, and I don't think there was a lot of solid contact, so that's what he's known for.
That's right. He's got that good splitter.
Yeah.
Gets it down in the zone, gets a lot of weak
That
contact.
thing is filthy. It's really good.
Bullpen only allowed 1 run.
Mm-hmm.
Offense was really nice.
Oh, 13 runs?
13 runs.
That's a lot of runs. It's good.
We've talked about before how when Mookie is going well and when Freddie is right, the rest of the offense follows with him.
I don't know. He's just, but I'm just talking about Mookie. He's just a spark.
That's right.
They're just the kind of guys where if nobody else does anything and they get a couple hits, one of them being home, you have a significant chance to win. They're the guys. I'm glad. I like the 1-2 punch too.
Mookie 3 for 5 with a home run, 3 runs
Nice.
driven in. Will Smith with a home run, he was 2 for 5 in that game, driven in 2.
I love that he's back.
Gotta love some Will Smith.
Yep.
Jason Hayward 2 for 4 with a home run.
Yeah, good for him.
Peralta 2 for 4, 4 runs driven in there.
Yeah, he had that nice home run. Good for him.
Freddie Freeman 3 for 5, 2 runs driven in. Michael Busch 2 for 4, stolen base.
Good for him. Good for him. We're having a lot of rookies come up, and they're showing up, dude. They know what they're doing. I think the Dodgers are ranked. It's the Orioles that have the best ranked farm system, and then the Dodgers right behind them. And it shows. It really does.
Dodgers have had an uncanny ability to not only spend some money and bring in a winning culture, but also continue to develop and bring up those young guys.
From within, oh yeah. Well, don't they have the most Rookie of the Year awards, I think?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, and hey, Outman's coming up.
That's right.
As long as he can stay on the field, he should win. You heard it here. All the time I'm going to say that. Outman's going to win Rookie of the Year.
Speak it into existence.
It's going to happen.
That's
I
right.
believe it.
On the Phillies side, Taijuan Walker got roughed up a little bit. 3 1/3 inning pitched, 8 hits, 8 earned runs.
Not good. I didn't mean to laugh. I should. That was not good.
Dodgers haven't seen him too well in the last few years, but in this one, they saw him really well.
Yeah, they lit him up, so good for you guys.
Kyle Schwarber, the Schwabster, with the home run off of Tony
He
Gonsolin.
just hits everything hard, man. He's always making solid contact. Well, not always, but when he does, he doesn't miss. He definitely gets his money worth. He gets it.
Thankful that it came with nobody on base there.
Yeah, if you're going to give up a home run, you want nobody on base. So damage was done, but it could have been worse. That was good.
You talked about in the last video the catchers matchup of Will Smith and JT Realmuto.
How'd that end up?
We know who came out.
How did it end up?
Will Smith was nice. 2 for 5 in that first game.
Yeah.
2 for 5 again in the second game. I believe he only had 1 hit in Wednesday's game. But contributing, Realmuto only played in the first 2 games, didn't really do much.
There you go. Called it.
We called it. Moving on to Tuesday. 13 runs again.
Their run differential is plus 42 on the year.
Pretty good.
The A's, minus 100 and over 120. So they've given up 129 or even more. I'll have to double check. Giving up that many more runs than they've scored is bad. So they're 6 and 25. So it shows.
How long before they follow the Raiders and move to Vegas?
I think it's gonna be soon. I think it's gonna be very soon.
Oakland doesn't want them.
No.
The fans do, but the city doesn't.
No.
People aren't going to games in that awful stadium.
Well, it's not even like a true baseball park or stadium itself. It's
a football field.
Yeah. Not okay.
Not good.
They deserve more. The fans deserve more, but oh well. But yeah, Dodgers plus 42 run differential.
Pretty good.
That's good.
Pretty solid. On the Phillies side, 3 1/3 inning pitch for Matt Strahm. Got roughed up for 4 runs in that short outing. Mookie Betts 3 for 4, 3 runs driven in.
Yep.
Freddie 2 for 5 with the homer.
Yeah, they lit it up.
As we said, Will Smith was 2 for 5 in that game. Chris Taylor 2 for 4, 2 runs driven in.
Good for him.
So multiple guys contributing now.
Good.
Miguel Vargas with a career night, 4 for 5, 3 RBI.
He is finally seeing the ball, and I think we're finally going to be able to see what everybody's been talking about. I mean, there's a reason why they want this rookie to start at second base pretty much the entire whole season. I mean, it's at first I was like, oh, okay, I mean, we're staying in there, but he's finally showing up. This series was his series so far, so I'm happy for him.
And it's good to see him going in the right direction.
Yeah.
He's a rookie, so it's going to take him a little time, but like you said, he's finally starting to see the ball.
Yeah. I mean, and once you do, you get confident and you just get more comfortable. He's always looked comfortable at the plate. He's not jittery, he's not jumpy, he's really calm. So I'm happy it's finally showing what he's capable of. So it's good.
I love that uppercut, big follow through. He put some power into the ball.
No, yeah, when he gets a hold of it, it's gonna go. It's gonna go. So happy for him. It's good.
For the Phillies, Trey Turner 1 for 3 with a homer. Just 2 hits as an offense, so not getting it done. And that is a good offense. So that really speaks to how well the pitching did in this series.
Well, I mean, they are the reigning National League champions. So I mean, there's a reason why it should be better than this. But hey, the bullpen stepped it up. That's all that means. Yeah.
Also, really good to see Trey Turner be limited. He was just 3 for 12 in this series.
I mean, he's great. He's the shortstop. We loved him all last year. Wanted to bring him back. We knew it probably was going to happen. There's always rumors he wanted to go back east. So it's good to, when you have a guy like that at his caliber, just to limit him. Even if he does get a home run, it's only 1 run. So it's okay. Solo shots are good.
And as has been talked about by all Dodger pundits and pretty much everyone around the game right now, the Dodgers have not done a good job of holding runners and limiting the stolen base. So keeping that guy off base is really important for this team.
Absolutely. He's the fastest player, in my view. Maybe on paper he's not, but he's always the fastest guy on the field.
He's a track star.
Oh, yeah. He's the guy. So, yeah, that was good to limit him.
Then moving on to Wednesday's game, it was a good one.
Yes. It started terrible, and I was upset, and then I was on my way to play a round of golf, and I was listening to the game, and I had a great time when I showed up. I was so happy. All right, we'll get into that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it was an awesome game. Yeah. Get behind early. We talked about Gavin Stone. He went 4 innings, gave up 8 hits. So we got, but I mean, he wasn't getting knocked around.
Giving up homers,
extra base hits. It was a lot of singles here and there,
a lot of bloopers. And honestly, I was looking at it. The hits they were getting were good pitches. Their pitches, off the plate, a little low. They just, for some reason, were able to get good swings on his pitches. And, Muncy had an error, but, all in all, he had a good outing. The first 3 innings, he had 1 run, and then the top of the 4th, I think, is when he started giving up more runs. But, locating stuff, and he finally got his first strikeout, so I'm happy for him. He did okay, and I think he's just going to get better.
I think he showed a lot of poise for a young guy. Showed really good command with his changeup.
Yes, which is his go-to strikeout pitch, so I'm happy for him. Yeah.
Gratterall with the blown save there. We've talked about, you like him in the ninth, but he doesn't strike a lot of guys out. That's the only downside there.
That is the only thing, which is surprising because I remember he used to. His stuff plays. It's gonna move, 2 feet. His 99-mile-an-hour sinker is crazy. He's got a wicked slider to complement it, but yeah, I don't know. Not the best, but I still firmly believe he should be the guy in the ninth. Him or Phillips, honestly, toss up for me.
I agree. I think in this one he just couldn't locate the slider, and that forced him to really throw that fastball. And major league hitters can catch up to a fastball.
Yeah, even if it's 99, 101, even if it's moving, they know which way it's going to move.
But the offense was good again. Betts 1 for 4, drove in a run. In this series, Mookie 7 for 13, drove in 7 runs.
We need him to play at this caliber. When he's not, honestly, it shows. And I'll go back all the way back to 2020, short season, still won a championship. So You can't see anything. We wouldn't have won if we didn't have him. He showed up and played, I think, every game, those 60 games, and every game in the playoffs, and he contributed every single game, which helped us win. So the fact that he's able to do that now is showing. 6 in a row now? Two sweeps in a row?
Yes, sir.
He's finally seeing the ball, and he's getting his timing down. He's getting that foot down, and he's able to drive those balls. And he's being more aggressive. He's swinging more at the first pitch. So I'm happy for him. We need him.
Great series for Mookie. Freddie 1 for 3. Freddie in this series 5 for 13. He drove in 5 himself.
See, I mean, it just shows when the top of the lineup, i.e. Mookie and Freeman, are actually producing, getting on base, getting some hits, some RBIs. The rest of the lineup just seems to pick that up. I mean, hitting is contagious. You know that. You guys know that. So the fact that they can just keep getting into that, get the next guy up mentality like they've done in the last few years, I mean, we're just going to continue to get a better run differential there. So yeah, I mean, getting 2 sweeps in a row is fantastic. So let's keep it going.
Keep the momentum going into San Diego.
Oh yeah.
The Padres. On the Phillies side, you had Aaron Nola. He pitched okay, 6 in the third, ended up giving up 4 runs. Craig Kimbrell. We knew as soon as he came in, that game was over.
So like I was saying, I had a tea time after work, and I'm driving, and then it was Alvarado pitched the 8th, right? And which is weird for him to give up some runs. So the fact that we did was fantastic.
Bonzi.
Oh, I'm so happy for him. He deserved that. And then Gratterall with the blown save. And then I'm driving and I hear, and they bring in Kimbrell. I'm like, oh God, we have a chance, thank God. So I was so happy because we know Kimbrell's not the guy. We personally know from last season, he's not the guy he was. And so when he's on the mound, you have a chance. And it was fantastic to hear.
Max Muncy with a walk-off grand slam.
First pitch just tanked to right field. So hit so hard, over like 110 miles an hour, I think.
He crushed it.
It was fantastic.
Fastball right down the middle. See you later.
See you later. Fantastic.
The Dodgers actually stole 3 bases in that last game as well, so good to see them get a little bit on the base paths.
I mean, it just puts pressure on the defense. We've said this, it puts pressure on the pitchers.
Dodgers 2 games ahead of San Diego following this series.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect ending to a perfect homestand.
Yeah, it really was great to see them win. They always do good at home. It just, I mean, they're a good team overall, but it really shows that they do better at home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
what's next?
Moving on to San Diego, the Padres. Dodgers enter this series 19-13. Padres 17-15, 2 games behind the first place Dodgers.
There you go.
Going for the Dodgers on Friday will be Clayton Kershaw, 5-1 with a 1.89 ERA. Pitcher of the month in the National League for April.
Good for him. I mean, he's been the guy. He's the generational star, first ballot. I think he should be unanimous Hall of Famer. So we'll see when that happens. But hopefully not this year or next year or the year after that, because he is lights out right now. Hopefully he can keep his back healthy, and he should have a great year. Yeah, I'm happy.
Absolutely.
Kershaw Day.
Going for the Padres will be Joe Musgrove. He's 1-0, 10.80 ERA.
What? 10.80?
Yeah.
I'm happy.
And the Dodgers have hit him really well over the last couple of years.
Yes, they have. And so, I mean, he's a good pitcher, but I am so happy when the Dodgers lighten him up. I literally sitting there smiling. So happy.
Mookie Betts, lifetime against Musgrove, 12 at-bats, hitting .417.
Ooh.
Freddie's got 21 at-bats, hitting .381.
Mm-hmm.
So look for those 2 guys to continue their hot streaks and have another good series in San Diego.
I hope they do. I'm going to call it now. Mookie's going to have at least 1 home run that game, and let's say 3 RBIs. I think he's going to have a day.
Okay.
I hope so.
I like that. I like that prediction. Max Muncy, 21 at-bats against Musgrove. Guess what he's hitting?
Over 450.
Not quite. Close. 429.
Okay. I knew it was going to be over 400. I wanted
With a bomba.
Good.
You got Peralta, the freight train, 20 at-bats, 350 average with a home run.
So you're saying we see him pretty well.
We see him pretty well.
Can't wait to watch this game.
Padres side going up against Kershaw. Machado's seen him okay, 32 at-bats. About 1 hit every 4 at-bats for him, 250 average.
All right. I mean, as long as he's sitting under 300, 280, I mean, that's fine. I'll take that.
Does have 2 home runs. Tatis sees Kershaw pretty well. 17 at-bats, 294 average, 2 home runs as well for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's still a stud. I mean, he's been out of the game for a while, so I haven't been following up. I don't know if he's been doing well. I would think he's probably getting some hits when he's playing. So yeah, I mean, if we can limit Tatis and Machado, obviously we still have major league hitters around them, but I think if you can limit them, we have a great shot. I mean, Kershaw's having a great year, so I think it's doable for sure.
Yeah.
And then who's going up for the Dodgers in the second game? May?
Dustin May.
Okay.
3-1 with a 3.15 ERA.
Okay. I mean, he's still getting into it, but I mean, he's got that fantastic clip of that 2-seamer against Machado. Hopefully we can have another round.
Made him look silly.
Let's make him look silly again.
Like a silly Billy. Beat him like the Phillies.
Okay, now that was good. I like that one.
Going for the Padres, it'll be the former Dodger, Yu Darvish. He's 1-2 with a 3.60 ERA on the year.
Okay.
As far as matchups are concerned, Freddie Freeman's seen him pretty well in 22 at-bats. He's hitting 318 with 2 homers.
Okay.
Peralta, 24 at-bats, 417 average with 3 homers.
Wow, okay. So he likes hitting in starters.
Look for Peralta to get quite a few at-bats in this series, in my opinion.
I mean, I always knew that, these veteran guys coming in were going to help the clubhouse, but they're helping in the lineup, and I'm happy. Because it seems like a lot of these, I don't want to say a lot of the teams were giving up on them, but I'm glad the Dodgers were able to pick up these guys. They're so good at strategically picking these guys on a 1-year deal, 2-year deal, that it seems like they're not producing, and then they come to our organization and they just light up. So I'm happy. He's doing really well this year so far. Sure. And Hayward's new swing is showing because he's hitting the shit out of the ball. He's hitting it so hard.
Yeah,
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, he's really been heating up at the plate lately. So
yeah.
Good for J.Hay.
Yeah, and then like we said, Peralta, he's just been the guy recently. It seems like he's always in the spot that we need him to produce, and he does.
Driving in a lot of runs.
Yep, hit the ball hard.
On the Padres side in that game, going up against Dustin May, Cronenworth, 13 at-bats lifetime, 308 average with a homer. Okay. So he's seen him pretty well.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense with the sinker, the 2-seam action, kind of starting inside, moving out over the middle of the plate to a lefty.
Yeah.
Able to extend his arm well. Yeah, exactly. Machado has seen him well, 22 at-bats, hitting 318 with 2 homers. Okay. So, I mean, Machado's their guy, and you got to figure out how to either pitch around him or pitch to him when there's nobody on base.
Sure. I mean, especially when there's nobody on base, because, again, if you're going to give up a home run, it's okay if it's a solo shot. Because, I mean, the way that we've been playing, the way the lineup has been producing, I think it's okay to give up a bomb every once in a while, as long as it's a solo shot. So, I mean, if you can limit everybody else except him, just make sure there's nobody on base.
Don't let that guy beat you, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, you should be fine.
And then, wrapping it up on Sunday, May the 7th, it'll be Julio Urias, 4-3 with the 3.86 ERA. Much, much better than his last time out.
Yes, I'm happy he was able to come back and produce, and he's our ace. He's the guy. It seems like Kershaw's now kind of stepping up into that role, but still Julio, in my opinion, on paper, needs to step it up and do that the entire year. I mean, he can, obviously. I think when he doesn't do well, it's very rare. Mm-hmm. So the fact that he can come back and answer with a great start is good for him. I'm happy.
Hasn't pitched too well against the Padres in the past.
Yeah.
Machado has seen him very, very well. 25 at-bats, 360 average, 4 home runs off of Julio.
I mean, he's got the slurve, and he comes right into his swing path. He's got the perfect swing for that pitch. And so, I mean, he does see it well. He hits it well. So hopefully, like we said, if they can pitch around him or to him when nobody on base, we should do fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll do fine.
On the Dodgers side, they're going up against Blake Snell. He's 1-4 with a 5.28 ERA.
Really?
He's struggling.
I mean, even last year it seemed like he had a really up and down year. So yeah, that's surprising because I remember, of course, it was a few years ago, but he always shoved against us when he was pitching for the Rays, especially of course in the World Series 2020 that we won. So yeah, that's surprising, but I'm happy. 1-4. Wow.
Yeah, I think he's very overhyped pitcher. He had that Cy Young season where he was very good. He has pitched very well against the Dodgers, so you gotta give him credit there.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's the pitcher that everybody makes him out to be.
He used to be.
Blake, smell you later.
Yeah, we should light him up. I hope so. I hope we do. That was funny.
Looking at the matchups, 35 at-bats for Mookie. Former Red Sox. Snell was with the Rays, so they've seen each other quite a bit. 257 with a homer against him.
Okay.
Freddie Freeman in 9 at-bats against Snell, 444 average. 444.
That's good.
We need some more. Will Smith, 16 at-bats, 313 average, and a homer.
Pretty good. He's the guy. I mean, overall, I'm just happy to have Smith back. It just seems like a more complete lineup now. Obviously, the guys we have can help, but just having Smith there, he's the all-star catcher. I think the best catcher in the game that we need to help complete this lineup. So happy he's back.
Can't wait to have JD Martinez back too. He's kind of that steady Eddie guy in the middle of your lineup.
Yeah.
So you need your steady Freddie and your steady Eddie.
We need him.
Dodgers 8-2 over their last 10. Padres 7-3. So 2 hot teams.
Yeah.
Going to be matching up here. The Dodgers are the better team, and I think it'll show in this series.
Yeah. I hope for another sweep. If we can get at least 2 out of 3 to win the series, it's really going to help with the standings. So yeah, we gotta at least win the series.
And you definitely want to beat them in front of their home fans. That'll feel good.
Of course. Honestly, for me, of course, it's if they didn't have Manny Machado, I wouldn't hate them as much. But the fact that he's there, I don't like them even more. And fans piss me off.
A lot of fake fans.
Yeah, they're all
came
there.
out of the woodwork.
Yeah, now that we're winning, I want to watch the game.
Yeah.
Hell out of here.
Fake.
All right, well, smell you later, Madres.
That wraps it up for us here on Lad Talk. We will see you next time. Let's go Dodgers.
Adios.